Real Madrid 3, PSG 1. Yes, people, why football here? And oh my god, serial bottlers Paris Saint-Germain are out of the Champions League at round 16. We're talking about a team that has Mbappe, Messi and Neymar going out at this stage. I mean, there's not much to say apart from the fact that Pochettino has to go now. He has to be fired midway through the season. Hand in your P45. Call it a day, because if you're not getting that team to Champions League final, you're doing something incredibly wrong. As always, if you're around, if you enjoy football reactions, reviews, please make sure to subscribe down below and leave in the comment section your thoughts of this game. If you're a Real Madrid fan, PSG fan or football neutral, I'd like to hear. And in my description I'll have the links to all my socials. I mean, what a game of football. At halftime I thought it was over because it was a PSG masterclass in the first half. They came in to the Bernabeu with a 1-0 leg, bearing in mind they scored in the last second through Mbappe. And then they come and score again, the same player, Mbappe. What a player he is, by the way. One of the best players in world football without an absolute doubt. He's actually scored 3 goals today, but 2 of them have been ruled offside. The one he did score just collected the ball, running at Alaba, and then shoots near post. Courtois tries to get a hand to it, but just not enough. And that gave PSG the lead, and deserved lead. But then coming out of the second half, it was a different story. The PSG defence has just crumbled, man. Crumbled differently. I mean, we're talking about a team that's just forgotten how to defend in the last 20 minutes. They couldn't pass. They couldn't literally put a tackle in. They couldn't put an interception in. It was all their own downfall. They were shooting themselves in the foot time and time again. And it was a matter of time before Real Madrid managed to get a breakthrough. And they eventually did. Poor from Donnarumma. Gives the ball to Vinicius, who then puts it on a plate for Benzema to score. And at that point you're thinking, wow, without away goals now, they just need one more and it goes to extra time, Real Madrid. And then they kept pushing. Then they did get the second goal. Luka Modric, a lovely reverse pass through to Benzema, who scores again for his second. And then by the time, I don't think they even got time to finish celebrating before they scored a third one. Literally from the kickoff, PSG, man, they just fall apart differently. From the kickoff, they give the ball away. Benzema goes through and scores again, literally outside the foot, cold finish from Benzema to make it 3-1. And at that point, it's game over. It's game over. PSG couldn't come back. The momentum was all with Madrid, and they're through. And this is what I'm talking about sometimes. No matter how good a team you are, how bad a team you are, football is all about the mental side of things. PSG have never won a Champions League. Real Madrid, if I'm not mistaken, have won 13 Champions Leagues. So when you've got that edge of winning this competition 13 times, it's almost like you've got a bit of arrogance about you, like this is our competition. They did not lie down and die, because I think if this was a league match, they're not in the same league, but if it was that kind of match, I think it just would have been wrapped up 1-0 PSG. The fact it was a Champions League match, crowd on their side, the fact that we are 13 times winners, Real Madrid came out all guns blazing in that last 30 minutes and literally left it all out on the field and got through to the last 8. And it's one of the favourites going out in PSG, knocked out one of the big favourites. I mean, where does this put a lot of things? There's so many storylines coming out from this game. I mean, the GOAT debate is another thing. Does this hinder Messi's chances of being the GOAT? Maybe. I mean, my opinion, that this could be a whole nother video. I never thought Messi was a GOAT in the first place. Now, I don't think Ronaldo was a GOAT either, before we get into that argument. But the fact that he's gone to PSG, as some people call it, an easy ride, and now he's been knocked out the Champions League in the last 16. He had his mate next to him, Neymar, who he wanted to recruit at Barcelona. He's got the best player in world football, in my opinion, right now, in Kylian Mbappe on the other side of him. Yet they still didn't manage to progress past the round of 16 in the Champions League. Terrible showing from PSG. Then you got Pochettino as well. Came into PSG to win the Champions League. Let's not make any mistake about it. If you're going to Paris Saint-Germain, you've come to win the Champions League. I don't care how many league titles or how many of their domestic cups you win, you've come to win the Champions League. If you don't win the Champions League, you're out the door. Tuchel got fired after reaching the final. So don't think otherwise, that Pochettino is staying at PSG after going out in the round of 16. With 16 teams left. You telling me PSG aren't in the top 8 teams in the world, that they can't make it here? No chance whatsoever. It's poor showing from the manager. It's poor showing from the team, and it shows a lack of belief and a lack of mentality. And it goes down to a bigger storyline. It's a bigger storyline with French football as a whole as well, I believe. It's hard to turn on your style. Now, the French league, let's be honest, I'm not going to go as far as saying it's a farmers league, but it is not a competitive league. The reason these English teams do so well in the Champions League is not only because they're good at football, it's because they're used to that style of play. You play with the same kind of intensity in the Premier League. The step up from the Premier League to the Champions League isn't a lot. So you got that consistent level of playing. When you play in the French league, it's like you're playing friendlies every game if you're PSG. Then you're being asked to turn it on for one game every month or so in the Champions League. You think about it, like they're going to be a bit rash, a bit raw, a bit out of the swing of things, a bit rusty. Like you're playing at half pace in the league, then you're being asked to play intensity, full intensity in the Champions League. Like not a lot of players can do it. They lack the mental side of things. And then there's a whole point of the fact that they are playing in a poor league like the French league. Are their players actually better than we think they are? Like Kimpembe looks average today. He looked average at best. Nuno Mendes, I think he's a great player. I mean, he was getting the run around at times. You've got Marquinhos, one of the best centre-backs, team of the year, I believe. In that last 30 minutes, what was he doing? He was just giving the ball away for fun, looked like a championship defender. So are some of these PSG players, have they not got the mental side to compete in competitions like the Champions League? And then what can you do? Because if it's what I'm saying, the reasons are inherent in the club, in the culture, in the league. You can throw as much money as you want at it. They've bought one of the greatest players of all time in Lionel Messi. They've got the greatest young player right now, and the greatest probably player in world football right now, in my opinion, in Kylian Mbappe. They've got the most tricky player, the player that's literally is the definition of flair, in Neymar. They've got a great midfield, Verratti, Euro winner. So what is it? They've got the players. Is it the chemistry? Is it the manager? Is it the league? Just something is not going right for PSG at this moment in time. Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts as to why they are not getting anywhere in the Champions League. The fact that they have not won it once in their history. Let's turn our attention to Real Madrid now though, because at the end of the day, they are the winners. They are going through. Congratulations to them. I mean, they're looking like a scary team, Real Madrid. I'm not going to lie, I didn't really rate them. Since Ronaldo left, I never really thought they were going to do much. But to be fair to them, they look a good team. Vinicius, his end product today was poor. But other than that, he looks tricky. He looks exciting on the ball. They've got players dotted around, some nice players. Camavinga, when he came off the bench, was a massive impact for them. He's looking like a great player. And look, they got players like Hazard and Bale on the bench that are game changers. Yeah, they're not doing that much right now, but they are game changers. Now, looking to the summer, if they can entice someone like Mbappe, or even someone like Erling Haaland, that would be massive for them. The problem, I think, is both these clubs go in leagues that are kind of falling off. Like, in my opinion, the Premier League is just a different level to these other two leagues. And it's a shame because, well, it's a shame for them. It's not a shame for me, as I love the Premier League. But I honestly believe if a player had a choice, unless they're Spanish playing, they've got allegiances. If a player had a choice between joining a Spanish side, excluding Real Madrid and I guess Barcelona, or a mid-level or mid-table Premier League club, they'd choose a mid-table Premier League club. They'd probably join someone like Aston Villa over someone like Villarreal. Let's be honest with it. Or Valencia, for example. They'd rather join a mid-table Premier League side than a Champions League Spanish side. And that just shows the golfing quality and the fact that all the good players, good managers are gravitating towards the Premier League. So then how do you get out of it if you're Real Madrid? Because Real Madrid are a top quality side. They're one of the biggest clubs in world football, make no mistake about it. So how do you get out of this rut? Do you go and just sign more players like Mbappe to kind of bring the attention back to you? I'm not too sure. But either way, well done to them. 13-time winners, the most in Champions League history. They progress now to the round of 8. Let's see who they end up playing. I'd love to see Real Madrid play like Liverpool or something. That'd be a great game. But yeah, overall, bottled it PSG big time. I literally thought they were through. I thought it was going to be wrapped up, PSG going through. But they didn't whatsoever. Real Madrid deserved it at the end of the day because PSG threw it away. I'm interested to see what happens in the next round. As always, if you're new around here, if you enjoy football related content, please consider subscribing on my road to 700 and drop a like down below so this video gets out to more people. I've been YFootball and I'll catch you guys in the next video.